This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com. Welcome. This is your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. I'm Kerry Lutz. Today is 10/22/21, show number 332. Well, Nick, S&P 500 index is testing September highs. Looks like we're going for new highs in the market.
Yeah, the market's trying here, but again, we're a bit overbought in the near term. We've had a really good run on the S&P 500, so I think we're going to probably see a little bit of a pause up here and maybe some backing and filling over the next few days. Then the market can actually make a move higher, but in the short run, I think we're going to do a little bit of a stall out here. The markets have had an amazing October. We talked about it when we were in late September. I said there were just too many people that were bearish. And when everybody's on one side of the boat, I want to run to the other side of the boat. And that certainly has played out pretty well for me and my members. So overall, this has been a great October rally, but now we are into a little resistance point. So I think we're going to see some backing and filling, a little consolidation before moving higher.
But what I find very interesting, Nick, is September, October. Those are always the months for trepidation when it comes to what potential market crashes. So we had a little mini blow up September, but October has gone strong. So it's just another case of the market acting to frustrate the expectations of the majority of participants.
Yes, absolutely. And again, just really another 5% pullback. That's really all we see these days before the market goes right back into an uptrend. And you get a lot of Fed talk. These guys will talk about tapering. They're supposed to taper maybe in November, maybe in December. But the truth of the matter is the first piece of bad economic data, the Fed will come out and say, oh, no, we can't taper. That's not in our description of what we're supposed to do.
Yes, taper is really a dream. And it'd be nice because taper would imply that they could actually one day, again, soon normalize interest rates, and that's just not going to happen in the near future, maybe in the long distance future. So earnings season is now full blown in gear.
Yes, earnings season is upon us now. Next week, we're going to get really those big mega cap tech names reporting. But today we have 2 big blowups. One is Intel, ticker symbol is INTC. Everybody knows the chip company. They are having a major blow up, down over 6%. And then you have Snap, which is down 23% today. I mean, the stock is getting absolutely hammered, and that was a market leader. So Snap was trading at $75 yesterday. Right now, trading at $56. I think it's going down to $54. But a major blow up there, and that's hitting a lot of the social media companies and causing a pullback in the NASDAQ 100. Funny, though, the NASDAQ composite is up about 0.25%, but the NASDAQ 100 today is down about 1%. So interesting divergence there.
All right. Well, Snap is kind of a useless stock. There's nothing that they do that any other app that's into telecommunications can't do. So why it ever got so overblown in the first place is a mystery to me, but that's just my opinion. Not the kind of stock I would ever touch, for sure. But earnings season. So one thing, if you caught that article in Zero Hedge, it said that what's happening now is that stocks that disappoint on the downside, earnings-wise, are getting slammed.
Oh, it's absolutely true. You got to remember the comps since the coronavirus crash back in February and March of last year. They've been so easy for these companies to beat. Now, things have opened up again. The comps are a lot tougher. So if you disappoint now, you're going to get absolutely annihilated. So I always tell all my members, be careful trading anything into the earnings announcement. You could always get back in afterwards. Sometimes these stocks can go up after the earnings announcement. We've seen plenty of companies get good reactions, but when they have a bad reaction, the blow-ups are big. And just think about it today. Snap is down 25% as we speak. That's a pretty ugly reaction.
Yeah, that's for sure. So gold and silver looked like they were going to have a very strong day today. and they petered out.
Yeah, they started out so strong today, and they really have rolled over in a big way. And again, this is reminiscent of what we just saw, not that long ago. I saw a day like this on October 8th where gold gapped higher. It was very, very strong, and then it came and rolled over. Today, we're seeing exactly the same thing. Same thing in silver, too. They're both in the green still, barely, but, they both have rolled over pretty sharply. So, a lot of games get played in gold, but the chart pattern, believe it or not, is not broken. It's just it's just not, breaking out. And it looked like we were going to be on breakout today.
Yeah, I mean, it was up $23, $24 the ounce gold. Silver was up 50, 60 cents. And then like magic, they just go levitating back down to earth.
Yeah, I mean, gold is up $4.50 as we speak on the futures. And like you said, it just was that big gap up today and then a pretty good rollover. So, they're not broken, but overall, I would have loved to have seen a breakout since I do own the SLV.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week, particularly on Monday. Still in the green. Hey, what about Bitcoin? What's going on with Bitcoin today?
Yeah, cryptos? So today we have Bitcoin pulling back a little bit, sitting just above around 60,600 on spot. When I look at the Bitcoin futures chart, we were overbought the last couple of days on that big news with the Bitcoin ETF a couple of days ago. So Bitcoin back by any stretch. This thing is very volatile. So again, I think Bitcoin needs to pull in a little bit more in the near term. And then, we'll see what kind of pattern it forms if it could make a run at potentially new highs. But right now, it definitely is on pullback mode from a severely overbought condition, hence by the rumor sell the news. And that was pretty much the peak near term with the Bitcoin ETF.
All right. Well, we're going to see what happens with that. There's all these companies are saying they're going to take Bitcoin. They're going to take crypto. How are they going to do it? We still don't have the whole tether situation resolved. And that purportedly was helping to propel Bitcoin way forward. Stable coins, whatever they are. Got an opinion about it. If you know something about what's really happening with Tether, we would love to hear from you. Send an email to kl@kerrylutz.com. Make sure you go over to inthemoneystocks.com. That's Nick's site. And learn how he has beaten the averages for decades. The Twitter feeds at ITMS, at Nick Santiago01, and at Kerry Lutz. And again, emails are welcome at kl@kerrylutz.com. Nick, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Sounds good, Kerry. Thank you.
This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com.